And here you are, back again. Ready to go?
I'm ready. What is it about?
I'll show you when we're there.
We? Is this just the two of us?
Does that scare you? Are you scared of a challenge? Come on, we'll take care of this alone. Come on, let's get this job done. There he is, El Colisado, the terror of our runners. We've sent several teams to find him and kill him.
And obviously, they lost.
Yeah, most of our guys just run from it. Piss ants. What makes him so dangerous isn't just his strength, it's how clever he is when fighting. So be careful, and give him everything you've got.
You want to go down there now?
Yeah, you and me. We go down there together, we fight together, we stick together. Let's see if you've got the legs. El Colisado. That thing was killing our runners.
Why couldn't they take care of it?
You sound like William. Runners might be expendable, but we can't make a profit without them. Fucking William. If it's not shards lying on the sand, he can't understand the true worth of it.
Why didn't we bring more men?
We didn't need them.
That thing could have killed both of us.
But it didn't. So, here we are.
Is killing creatures all we're going to do?
There are more challenges out there. We'll find them.
We make a good team.
You are talking about profit here, right? Because challenge and profit is all I'm looking for. But, okay. If you find me a good enough challenge, something to really shake shit up, I'll think about it.
How about taking the fight to the Alexiters in Zakor? Would that be a big enough challenge?
Fight the leader of the Albs? Well, that certainly is a challenge. It's also suicide without a plan. But if you come to me with a plan, sure, why not? Fuck it, let's destroy the Albs, just the two of us.
Everything okay with us?
Yeah, whatever. Let's get on with it.
I've joined a faction.
And I hope this brings you strength.
The Berserkers' rejection of technology is strange, but they have a vision for the future of Magalan that gives them purpose.
That connects them to us. But they fear the Alps since we split from them, and that means they have no trust for separatists. Do you have anything else to report?
The equipment I have should be good enough to take on the Alps in a dan.
I knew you would find the tools you needed to survive. Do you have anything else to report?
The equipment I have found will have to do the job.
Yes, you have done well. Your preparation should have made you ready to take the next step. But what you have achieved so far will not make you strong enough to challenge Elex.
You will need to assign someone to complete his mission.
He will be hard to replace. There aren't many Albs with his skills.
You were right to kill him. The directive only allows one outcome for failure.
Are you saying I was wrong to assign him?
Failure cannot be tolerated. Get this right before their failure becomes yours.
Spoken like a true Alexitor, Jax.
I am no Alexitor. The hybrid has yet to call me for that honor.
It can only be a matter of time before he summons you to him. You bring our father honor. I am honored to be your brother.
Honor the hybrid. Serve the hybrid.
I will not dishonor you. I will ensure this Alb's failure does not reflect on us.
Though you aren't strong enough to face Elex, you are ready for the next steps you need to take. In terms of our alliance, I will ensure that our soldiers do not cause you any problems unless you show signs of reverting to your old allegiance to Zakor. More than that, I cannot offer you right now. We can trade or offer advice for now, but our forces must remain ready to fight Zakor.
That is as I expected.
You have done well, but you should be cautious in your plans. You are not strong enough to challenge an Alexitor like Elex, but I can tell you how to get closer to achieving your goal. One of my agents has reported that the rebel Alexitor Zardom is hiding in northeastern Abessa. He has established a hidden base there while the Ice Palace is searching for him. As he too is now sought by the hybrid, perhaps he will help you. You should find him and tell him your purpose. I am sure he can advise you how to take on the Alexitors, without fighting your way through an army to do it. Although you will have to decide whether he can be trusted.
An Alexitor would never betray his own.
His loyalty is only to himself. You will see that in time.
Why have you left a former Alexitor alive? If he hasn't joined you, couldn't he be a threat?
I don't know what he is. He was a loyal Alexitor, and yet he has run from Zakor. That is why I sent you. Partly for your own business, but also to learn his intentions.
So I'm the bait?
Zardom is an outcast like you, but we don't know whether he still possesses his Elex abilities. He has shown no interest in joining us. Perhaps he will talk to you. Maybe you can discover what powers he still has, and how he intends to use them.
In fact, by watching him kill me, you can assess his powers.
You will benefit from talking to him, and we will know what we have to do, if he should ever stand against us. It's mutually convenient.
Why should Zardom help me?
We suspect Zardom plans to end his exile and return to Zakor to lead the Alps. In his own way, he always was loyal to our people, but he doubts the hybrid. Zardom harks back to the days before the hybrid took over. He believes the Alps will evolve, that they are superior. He fears the hybrid has subverted those causes for his own ends. Put yourself into Zardom's service. Tell him that you want to fight the hybrid together. Your reputation will mean that he has to take notice of you.
What is in the hybrid's mind? Surely the infallible must know of my survival. And yet here I am, living, breathing, in contradiction of the directive. The hybrid's will commands. All Elex must be given to the hybrid. All loyalty, all duty must be to the hybrid. For the hybrid sees all. So, why has he permitted me to live? Am I still part of his plan? Or did he send me to die at the hands of my brother? Before the crash, I saw everything clearly. The hybrid's will answered everything. Now, I have only one route to answers. I must find Calyx. Do I have your support to become a paladin?
I admire your ambition, but don't you think you might be overreaching yourself a little? It normally takes years to reach that rank.
I'm ready to become a paladin. I won't disappoint you.
Well, if you are set on it, there is a task you can do to earn my pledge. There aren't many here who really understand what is happening beyond our borders. That's where you come in. I need you to travel to Ignadon for me, and I need you to do it discreetly.
What do you need in Ignadon?
Peace. We're fighting on too many fronts, and the Albs are only getting stronger. The clerics are in exactly the same situation. If we can persuade them not just to keep peace between us, but to coordinate our attacks against the Albs, I believe we can change the course of this war. To achieve that, I need to get a message to Judicator Reinhold in Ignadon. But if I trust you with this message, you must not break the seal. The message must reach Reinhold unbroken.
Teach me something.
Sure.
I have heard you want to be promoted to Paladin.
Yes, I want to be promoted.
You won't get far without my pledge. Being granted the title of Paladin is a high honor. That honor must be earned. Are you ready for that challenge?
What do you want me to do?
The outlaws have sent. I was going to say soldiers, but they don't have that discipline. The outlaws have sent raiders to seize the main road from Goliath to Tavar. If we don't dislodge them, we'll lose trade with the free people in that area, and any chance of supplying our world heart.
What are you doing with that damn technology?
follow me.
Okay.
You must be the man we're waiting for.
Yes, that's right.
So you know the score. Are you ready to attack?
Explain to me again what we're doing.
We built a road, the Blood Path, into the Tavar Desert to keep our supply routes open. Now we need it to deliver supplies to the World Heart there. Only a group of outlaws could have taken control of the road. They're stopping our supplies, our trade, and it'll give the outlaws an easy way through Idan to Goliath. We can't allow that.
I'm ready.
Then let's go. Let's go, men. Let's show these outlaws what it means to be berserkers. Damned outlaws. Get ready, men. Time to go.
So, you wanna fight?
Not a lot for us to talk about until I get my trading stock sorted out.
think that's the last of the outlaws taken care of. Good work. You fought well. We will hold this position. Go back to Angram and report our success to him.
We should go. It's dangerous here. Stone and metal. If only they spent such effort healing the planet instead of ripping her flesh from her bones.
You took care of our problem with the Elex trading, even though you knew that we can't accept you into our ranks. I will reward you accordingly for this service. The clerics owe you their thanks.
Warlord Cormac sent me.
Warlord Cormac? What does that berserker want now?
I have a message for you.
Then you had better give it to me.
Here.
And the seal is unbroken. It seems you berserkers are more trustworthy than the outlaws. Give me a moment. I must study this document. Good. It is now clear to me what is expected of us. Take this message back with you. By the way, I took the opportunity to write down a few lines of praise as thanks for your efforts in delivering these messages. You should consider that payment. I can't do anything else for you at the moment. If that is everything, you should be on your way.
What is in the message?
A statement of intent. A commitment. I think people must see that the Albs are a threat to all the free people, be you berserker or cleric. It seems Warlord Cormac has finally acknowledged this, and is committing to withdrawing his forces from our border, so we may both focus on the Albs. What we are supposed to make of this proposal remains to be seen.
I've delivered the message. What now?
Now you take payment for your services. That should make your return trip much easier.
I'm done here.
Then travel safely and don't let the Albs catch you with that message.
You did well.
I delivered your message to Reinhold the cleric.
The fact you were allowed to return is a good sign. I assume you were given something to bring back.
Yes. Here's their letter.
As far as I can see, they were pleased with you. That bodes well for the future. Now I know it is possible to open diplomatic relations with the clerics. We might not be at the negotiating table just yet, but it's a start. Next comes the small job of convincing Angram and Ragnar that this diplomatic course is the best way forward. You have certainly earned my pledge. And because you left the seal untouched, I will reward you with Elexit, as well as my thanks. Here, this is well worth the success of your mission.
That was great.
The blood path has been cleared of outlaws. The road to Tavar is open.
I am pleased you survived the battle. It is time they were made to pay the blood path has demanded from us. Reopening that road is a great service to the Berserkers. I will give you my pledge. You are proving my faith in you. Why are you playing around with that tech here? You must know it's banned.
I want to talk about my promotion. I have Engram's pledge.
Then you must have followed Berserker law. If you can impress Angram, you have taken a big step forward.
I have Cormac's pledge.
I had heard you were in favor with the Hammer Clan. Congratulations on winning that pledge. That is a big step forward in your duties.
What task do you require me to complete?
The number of Reaver raids between Idan and Abessa is increasing. I need someone to find these Reavers and put an end to the raiding. This was the task I was going to give to Gunnar. But it seems another will have to take his place. These raids have to end. I know it's a long journey, but these Reavers must be stopped. And I think you're the man to do it. He will know what needs to be done. Hopefully you will get there in time, before everything we have built has been destroyed.
How are you?
I'm okay. I can see that you're struggling with your emotions. It must seem more natural to fall back on logic alone. I'll try to assist you in your struggle in any way I can. People will only follow you if you can understand the world from their perspective, if you truly support their interests.
You should learn our laws if you want to stay here.
I'll take care of it. Look out! Let's do this! Let's do this! I'll take care of it.
It's terrible. Not a soul here. Just death. I have to go on. Can you give me some space again? I need peace and quiet for meditation. can sense it.
What can you sense?
It's incredible. I can hear something here. Clearer than before.
What can you hear?
The Elex. It's alive. It doesn't matter whether it's been changed, processed, transmuted, it doesn't matter. It retains the same voice. It might change the way Elex behaves, but it remains linked together somehow.
Are you any closer to understanding what this means?
Closer, yes, but I need to know more to understand it. The fact Elex is alive, that it has a collective consciousness is one thing, but we need to know what it wants. I want to know if we're changing it, or it's changing us.
Hey, what? How can it be changing us?
You of all people ask me that? You know the effect it had on you as an alb. You've seen what it's done to Magalan's animal life. We need to find some more Elex deposits. Some that have been brought back up from when the comet first hit. Let's go. I'll tell you if I sense any.
About the side effects of Elex.
Yeah?
Here, I have some mana for you.
Thank you.
So, what does that mean?
That all its forms must be related and that it can revert. It can return to its unrefined form.
Mana can become pure Elex?
It's conceivable, but nobody knows how to do it. Not even the Albs.
How are you?
I'm doing all right, thank you. Entering Zakor will be a terrible risk. We'll have to prepare ourselves well.
Hello, stranger. If you want to buy or sell something before you continue on, then I am your man.
What do you have?
Everything.
World Heart was doing here. What it had done for the desert, and they killed it.
I guess they saw it as an invasion.
Must be an invasion.
Seems the outlaws might have some courage after all.
What sort of mind can conceive and build something like that? It's hard to believe Alps were once people.
Keep close! Fight together!
Be careful.
I'll get him.
I'm in.
Ugh.
Thanks for being...
Look out!
I lasted longer than that.
What? You've been there? And you survived? I've never met anyone else who got out of one of those alive. I thought I was the only one.
I got your amplifier.
Now, there's someone who understands profit. Screw those abs, huh? Here, I owe you that.
What else can you tell me about the desert?
It's a dusty place that wants to kill you. Get yourself east of here to the fort. That's the place for you.
Prophet Arvid warns of the apocalypse that will come.
Prophet Ovid warns of the apocalypse that will come.
No, no, no. Not me. I won't.
This individual has completed the difficult transformation from Reaver to a divine servant of Kalan. His spirit is made pure. He will integrate well into our community. May Kalan guide us all.
Do we know each other? Nah, I must be wrong. Peace find you. Kalan is calling me to work. May Kalan's light guide you. May Kalan's wisdom show you the path.
Only Kalan can lead you to safety. Kalan is the only shield your soul shall find. Hear his words and take them to your heart.
Eli has been suggested.
He should be dead, and not here in our midst. And now he's protected, you can be sure Segesta Balder will be keeping an eye on him, and you will have to live with your conscience.
The world is changing. We must all see that.
The clerics think they were blessed by their god. What sort of a god would make you live here?
You don't like it?
This place seems to want to devour all natural light. And with light fades life.
If you have something to report, speak to Judicator Reinhold.
Teach me something.
It's done.
Replacing people with technology. See where that got the old world.
You're saying machines were responsible for the comet?
The clerics are dying out as Magalan is beginning to live again. You think that's a coincidence? Thanks for being there. That could have gone badly.
Trolls, mantises, raptors.
I found out where the mutants are coming from.
Out there.
So, make your report.
The mutants are coming from the northeast, as you said. They're concentrated by an Elex deposit not that far from the Horde. Your men there are dead.
That is what I feared. I will make preparations to send another unit. We have to finish those creatures before they attack again. Ah, I almost forgot. Your payment. Attention!
If you don't try, you don't win.
Why would they lie to us?
Are you really that naive?
Don't think that you can steal anything.
Quit sneaking around. Quit sneaking up. A visitor? This is the last place I'd expect to see a berserker. Don't you reject technology? I mean, come on. That is a bit backwards, isn't it?
Have you ever seen berserkers use magic?
Hey, no need to get riled. Well, yeah. I did hear some berserker once took out a whole chapter of mechs on his own. They were the old tight T5s, though. We've made a lot of improvements since then. So, you berserkers better have improved your magic. Say, no offense meant. You must be able to look after yourself to have got here. If you can handle yourself, I could use your help.
What do you need help with?
A squad of combat mechs has gone haywire. They're refusing remote shutdown and are attacking anything that moves. I sent a recovery party to attempt a reset, but they're late making their report. I've got to find out what happened to the recovery party and what's gone wrong with those mechs. There's another squad of mechs due off the assembly line, and I need to know what's gone wrong before they go haywire too. It's probably a faulty batch of AI chips. That's my guess. But I need someone to go out there and check the chipsets so I can check them.
So, you're some sort of mechanic?
Mechanic? I'm a legate, responsible for procuring materials, producing new mechs, and repairing our mech squadrons, among other duties. Sure, the other legates are out there using their skills and suggestions to take the fight forward, but we're here giving the Horde the mechs that keep us safe.
Why don't you fix those mechs yourself?
Oh, no, I've had no field training. Assembly lines, manufacturing, and repair in a nice warm workshop. That's what I do.
Okay, I'll bring you the AI chips.
Good. I hope I'm right about this. And I hope it's just one batch that's affected. If this is a problem with the AI chip design, we'll have to track down all the AI chips of that design before more mechs go homicidal. Get me those AI chips and make it fast, will you? Fast like, I need those chips now.
Where can I find these mechs?
Well, they were supposed to be on a trial run out to the border with Tavar, but as far as I know, they only got a short distance from the Hort. Let me upload their location beacons to your adjuter. Now, I'm not promising their trackers are working. Not if everything else is malfunctioning.
And if these coordinates are wrong?
Well, the recovery team said they'd found the mechs out by the old world runway. So there's a good chance they're still there.
Runway?
An old airstrip where planes used to... That doesn't matter. It's a big concrete road. Head out of the Hort and go west. You'll find it.
Concrete runway to the west. Got it.
Keep close! Fight together! Look out! Keep close! Fight together!
would love to fly just once and see the world as if through the eyes of a bird. Sure, it's strange how I view our world.
That's all the mech's taken care of, thank goodness. I was sent out here to repair them or bring their AI chips back to the Hort. I'd better go and report Leopold's death to Anna at the Hort. We only came out here on a repair job, and now he's dead. Thank you for your help.
Hey, you don't have to believe everything they say.
Listen, I have the AI chips from the combat mechs.
You have? Excellent. Give them here. Did you find the recovery team?
One of them survived. I'm afraid the other didn't.
Damn it. I said we shouldn't have sent engineers. I better find the error in these chips before we get any more casualties. Thanks for bringing these back. Unless you know how to reset a K4 drone mod, can you leave me in peace?
That isn't enough.
Using that here because?
Are you completely sure? I mean, yeah, what the fuck?
Give me a drink.
What'll it be?
Take that tick to the pit. It should be disposed of. Take that tick to the pit. It should be disposed of.
Yes, the newcomer. Now, there is a face that shows the world as it is. Conflict, friendship, betrayal, and trust. Let me get a look at you. Whatever you have seen, you are free of it now. You've reached us here.
This is the worst place to come for that. The clerics define themselves by the past.
The past sets rules for us to follow. But for individuals, each must have a chance to rewrite themselves.
Sounds like you're trying a sales pitch on me.
Oh, faith sells itself. But sometimes it helps to point people in the right direction. Tell me what you want.
The clerics say that they are leading the fight against the Alps. But do you really expect you can beat them with the forces you have here in the Horde?
Faith is a weapon that can achieve much. I believe in Kalan. I believe in the technology he's given us, and in the men and women who carry it. We clerics were the first of the factions to rise after the ashes of the Comet, and while other alliances have come and gone, we have prevailed. So, we shall continue to do so, if it is Kalan's will that we should do so. But, if you ask me if we can hold out against the Berserkers, the Outlaws, and the Albs, then I would ask whose interest would the destruction of the Horde serve? And the answer can only be the Albs. You've seen them. The converters they build on our lands. The will of Kalan shall be made real. We will drive them from Converter in the north and from the lands of all the free people. The clerics shall prevail, and I hope that other factions can realize this in time to save themselves.
And you think the other factions should serve under the clerics?
We must work together if we are to survive. But we must work together with Kalan to lead us all. We must find a way to persuade the other factions to agree to work with us. Then together we can destroy the Albs. I need an ambassador for this task. Someone who can take my proposals to the other factions, but to know if you're suitable for this role, I must know who you are. And I need an honest answer.
I don't know who I am now, but I was Jax, an Alp commander.
And you walk in here and confess that? Since when do Albs come to talk? Are you lying? Or are you here to kill me? Draw your weapon here, and this cathedral will be a grave to both of us.
I'm not here to kill you. I was Jax. Now, I'm trying to find out who I am.
Then, you have renounced the hybrid and joined the free people?
I am free from Elex. I'm exiled from the Ice Palace. I was betrayed, and now I'm being hunted by my own people.
So you're here seeking protection? To save your own skin? Or have you really escaped the Elex and seen the life there is outside Zakor? Commander Jax, the Alb, standing here. That is not something I would have believed. Yet, here you stand.
I was a wanderer. Now, I seek a cause.
Well, whoever you were shouldn't matter. The present counts for all, and yesterday for little. Kalan says the past is there to teach us, not judge us. Renounce your past, and you can come to Kalan in wisdom. That will take courage. And in these bleak days, courage is vital if we are to save this world. But you must have questions. Ask, and may Kalan bring you enlightenment.
Are the Albs still attacking the Horde?
It has been some time since their last major assault. But I'm sure you know that already, Commander Jax. But the attacks we suffered took too many brave souls. Souls who would have been better improving Magalan than lying in graves. The death of Judicator Johann was a particular shock. But for the price that was paid, there was one exacted, and the Albs haven't attacked us in such strength again. Well, that is my hope. They could simply be massing for a bigger assault. We've had time to retrain, regroup, but it is hardly a secret that we are short of personnel. So, if you are here working for the Albs, you'll see nothing that's not known already. And we know that the Albs have used the time to entrench themselves deeper at that damned converter of theirs. Perhaps securing that was the extent of their plans, or perhaps they're just waiting for us to attack it before they strike again.
What do you know about the Alb forces? The most recent information I have is that Commander Uruk has 3 garrisons supported by fighting machines and colossi.
Then I can only hope they haven't brought up any more reinforcements.
Will you wait for an Alb attack or strike first?
The converter has to be taken out of operation. It is the only way to free Ignadon, and the longer they sit there, the more time they have to prepare. We need to attack the converter, but it will take a major offensive, and that will cost us in lives and material.
Why have you waited so long to attack? Surely they get stronger while you're waiting.
The answer to that should be obvious when you walk around the Horde. While our production lines have made up for our losses in fighting machines, they can't do the same with people. And the death of Judicator Johann has left us with another issue. The shortage of a commander with real field experience.
What about you? Can you lead the attack?
No. That is far from my skill set. Logistics, defense, and interpreting Kalan's commandments are where my strengths lie. We need someone like you. An experienced commander. Someone who understands the Albs. What about you? You've seen the world. You must understand something of the Albs. Will you fight with us? Soldier or commander, we need people who have seen the world.
I don't know. My memories of those times are only fragments. Though I'm sure I was betrayed so someone could take my place.
No? Well, humility is an important trait in a leader. Or do you have another reason for not wanting to be considered?
If that is so important, why entrust it to someone who has just walked in through your doors? Do you always trust people so easily?
I trust my faith. And there is something about you that tells me you have a part to play in all that will come. Faith will show me the way. But perhaps you are intended for a different role. Will you go out as an ambassador to the free people? Speak to those who lead the other factions. Find me someone with experience. Someone independent. Someone who can lead. That in itself will give you a hand in shaping all our futures.
I will find you your experience, Commander.
Good. Then go out to the other free people. This commander will be a symbol of the need for us all to work together. Be they separatist, berserker, or outlaw. Find someone with experience of leading troops in battle. Someone willing to risk themselves to stop the Albs. Someone willing to lead from the front by example.
You sound like you really believe we will find someone out there.
Faith and necessity sometimes breed hope. You should ask the leaders of the other factions if they will take on this role. If they decline, try their commanders. May Kalan and good fortune be with you.
Dictator Ulbricht is planning a huge offensive against the Alps in Ignadon.
Good. Then the clerics and the Alps can take care of each other. It's the clerics' damn fault we have the Alps in the first place.
Ulbricht needs a field commander. I think you should take that command.
Me? Why would I help the clerics clear up their problems?
And with Ignadon gone, where do the Alps go next?
Idan. They hate the Berserkers. Do you really believe in all this shit? Causes don't get you anywhere. Why should I fight for them?
Alps want all the Elex, be it in Ignadon, Idan, or Tavar. They will come here.
And you think fighting a battle in Ignadon for the clerics will help? And what difference am I supposed to make?
You captured the fort, didn't you? And you want a new challenge. Destroying the Alps converter in Ignadon. Now that's a challenge.
And this cleric is so desperate he'll ask an outlaw to lead his men?
He needs an experienced commander who can help bring the free people together. And he's desperate.
Well, if it's desperate times, that's what I do best. I'm in.
You're sure?
I took the fort, I planned it, I led it. What have I done since? So sure, whatever. Let's go and fuck up some Albs. Better than wasting away here.
Good. Then I found the commander they need.
They know my history. They know I can lead. I'm ready to deal with any troll shit they think about me.
A chem-dealing outlaw who kills clerics and doesn't believe in Kalan?
You think they can deal with that? Then, I'm in. As long as you join me in this. I'll leave for the Hort and talk to this Ulbricht. You better not be troll-shitting me about this, and you better be ready to fight.
You sampled too many of your own chems.
Oh, I don't do chems. The doc is a chemsmith, an artist, a businessman. I'm not a consumer.
Why are you laughing then?
But I understand your confusion. Once upon a time, the old doc was normal. Then, I had a sort of accident. When the outlaws wanted me to experiment with chems, let's just say there was a mix-up of the doses. I've not messed with concentrated chems since. Or taken it pure. Or on my birthday. Not that I've needed to. I mean, that was a high to last a lifetime. Literally.
I can feel traces of an Elex deposit. I want to check it out, to see if I can learn anything from it.
Where is this deposit?
It's up on the high borderlands between Adan and Tavar. It feels like it will be big enough to allow me to learn more.
I see you've become one of us. Welcome to our community. We need all the good people we can find. We lost so many in the attack on the converter. The Albs want to feed our world into those machines, piece by piece, person by person, and only we can heal it. There is so much to do if we are to save this world.
About Auric.
Did you find out what happened to him?
Yes. I have some information for you.
Good, good. Please, tell me everything. Those idiots from the Hammer Clan. How can they think that that was a good idea? Well, I thank you for the information. Now, I must see that justice is done.
Teach me something.
Yes.
Not bad.
Just what will happen if we all begin to...
With technology.
Nasty, the sister of the Duke of Tavar, will lead your army.
You think she has the experience we need?
She led the Duke's forces when they took the fort from Bloody Baxter.
What does she have to say for herself? Do you stand ready to help save Magalan from the Albs?
Do you stand ready to cut the shit and get to the point? Do you need a commander, or was this a waste of fucking time?
Relax, both of you. You need to work together.
I heard of the battle for the fort. It was a good plan. You saved lives with it. Very well. I will put my trust in you, and in the commander that you have brought us. Come to me as soon as you are ready, Commander, and I will hope to see you amongst our forces when we begin our attack against the Converter. So, it has come to this day. Cleric against Alb, and the future of Magalan hanging in the balance. Reinhold's forces will advance directly on the Converter, attacking the main Alb force from the front and pinning them in that position. Nasty will lead her group through the Alb positions between us and the Converter. The question is where I should commit myself and my forces. If I go with Reinhold, it will strengthen our force, where the enemy is strongest. But your force is also in need of reinforcement, and it is on you that the fate of the whole enterprise depends. Committing to either course leaves the Hort vulnerable to an attack, and if we lose the Hort, we lose everything. It is a gamble. What are your thoughts?
If Reinhold falls, then so does the Horde and our plan. We should reinforce him. Keep them busy until we are there.
Then, so be it. Now, go to your commander. The battle will begin as soon as Nasty gets the signal. Do not falter. Do not give way, warriors of Ignadon. Go forward for Kalan. Go forward for Magalan.
Status report.
The mechs are closing on us.
Then let's stop standing around and scrap those bastards! Was that it? I thought the fight would be harder than that.
That's just the start. We have to go on.
Then let's get on with this. And stay close. Advance!